Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Midday money on a Friday. Oh, football Fridays right around the corner. But not quite yet. Welcome on into the show. Wrapping up the first half of Major League Baseball. All-Star break coming up. Super duper. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Winner Free Pick channel. Please, Picks Probably people come to Winner Free Picks. You're going to miss out on some stuff. Just saying. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. And podcast listeners, wherever you're listening, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple, whatever, Google, Stitcher, whatever. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Notification bells on. Midday money, easy enough. Midday, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. West Coast. But look headlines. Times vary. That's why I say ring the bell. In the comments section, the free picks are up. In the video, free picks are up. On Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, free picks. They're up. There you go. That's how we roll. That's it. Now, let's get to a little recap of yesterday's day. Nice winning day. I say we'll take a 5-3 day in the video plus 180. Chipping away, down to 2078. Still a little work to go. A little bit of work. It's all right. We'll get there. Premiums go 4-1. Another winning day there with a 13-4 run or something like that. 7-2 last 2 days. 18-11 July, 62%. I'll take it. Needed after a couple poor days in June. Brought us down. A couple additions from the show last night. So we'll get to them. Let's get into it. Tigers. We said Tigers yesterday plus 130. Manoa, no thank you. Tigers over. Yes, we see some runs. How about a Tiger? Our guy Stop Geo came in and was like, hey, Higgs, how about a Tiger no bottom 9 plus 170? Or actually, I was thinking it was like 190 last night. It's 170 this morning. I said, you know what? I'm going to add that little puppy to the show. I like it. I think, listen, if I like the Tigers to win, why do I not think they're going to get up and don't have to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning? Plus 170. Let's do it. Cubbies, plus a 145 here versus the Yanks. Come down a little bit. Again, Rendon first start. Yeah, let's run to bet Rendon first start. Yanks look really good with a 14 spot last night. Natties plus 143. Again, you want to go a no bat bottom 9 for the Natties. Almost at a 2-1 clip. Sure. And not that I don't like the Rangers. Nats have dropped 4 in a row. Don't love, I don't like jumping on teams on losing streaks, but I don't know. I'm just not right now. Rangers off of the Sox series. Give me the Nats here. Cincinnati Red Hotties plus 110. We'll take them as a little dog here. 20-5, 5 straight. What's there to say? And the Royals plus 167. Now, yes, Higgs, yeah, Cleveland last night run line. Yeah, that was last night. Yes, Casey has lost 4 in a row. I get it. Daniel Lynch is pretty decent numbers. And I'm going to get a 167 versus a team that doesn't hit lefties that well, doesn't hit righties that well, doesn't hit that well at home. And I'm not just talking about the Royals here. I'm talking about Cleveland as the Guardians. I'll take a 167. Final edition. Twins, no bat, bottom 9, minus 115. Did this with Ross and Jesse today on Winner Circle as well. So there is that. And let's see how we are in the comments. Michael A. coming in. Good morning. Good to see you today. Took the Phillies team total over 4, went down to 3.5. Not looking good pregame. Hey, I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, would you rather have a 3.5 than a 4? Sure. The simple fact of the matter is Phillies pretty hot. 12 straight road wins. They've won 3 in a row. You're facing a Miami team off a loss. Again, this is the problem with Miami. When they're hitting, they look great, right? The pitching staff is really good. They're hitting the ball. Watch out. They're in a little mini slump. Not loving it. Alcantara's not pitched well all year. Do we think he's going to pitch well here? I'm not hoping for him to pitch at a plus 110. Now, will I be shocked if he comes out today, 8 innings, 10 Ks, and they win 3-1? No, it won't shock me. But I'm not. I'm all with you here on Phillies. Sure. Don't feel bad about it. It's all right. Michael Amato. Again, Braves team total still sitting at 4, thinking about taking as well. Again, the Brave thing, what you're concerned about, off a 25-4 run, 19-2. Did the day off kind of hurt the offense a little bit? Are they gonna? Not that they'll be rusty, but Glass now. I get it. I kind of I like Tyler Glass now. Hasn't pitched all that great. And let's be honest, Tampa Bay's dropped 5 in a row. Even if they would have pulled that extra inning game out last night, would I be looking to bet Tampa Bay? Probably not. They've been kind of up and down the last 2 weeks. So Glass now has a 5 ERA at home too, by the way. So winning free picks. There you go. Listen, forget about the Facebook. Come to the YouTube channel. T Money's in the house. Happy Friday, brother. Good to see you. Hello. Stephen Bowman's in the house. Actually, I didn't say member, T Money, member, Stephen Bowman, member, Michael B. Michael Buella, the first man to join up. First guy to join the page. Thank you. T Money. Braves money line or run line. Again, we just mentioned Tampa Bay there. Why we should only bet in Tampa. Mets money line or run line. Reds over that 8 So let's go Mets money line or run line. They're hot. They won 5 in a row. Darvish, I get it. You don't want to fade Darvish, I understand. But are you loving Verlander? Are the Mets putting a little something together? I mean, I don't hate it. It's, plus 110. Are you taking, when you say run line, are you going to take them like plus a run and a half? Is that what you're doing here? Or are you flipping it? Because you know me. I see run line, I'm thinking, hey, let's get a plus 160 run line with San Diego. I mean, you're going to take a plus 1.5 for minus $2. Is that what I'm understanding here, T-Money? Reds over 8 today. Yeah, I don't know if Burns is going to go 7 and keep the bullpen on thing, but that Milwaukee bullpen has been churned lately. Money will be made. Lil Rico, what do you got here? Braves money line. Rays look bad. Yeah, right. They dropped 5 straight and they've been bad for 2 weeks. Now, is this the easiest square play of the day? Quite possibly, but I'm not gonna say I don't like the Braves here. Are they a fave? They were a dog yesterday, and we talked about them taking them as a dog. Now they're a fave. 20-cent line move. They went from 110 to minus 110. Mont Hill, good afternoon, my friend. How are you doing here? What do we got here? Phillies money line. Again, Phillies playing with house money, rolling along. And the over, I don't hate it. Giants run line, I like it. Colorado, you're a bad team. Drop 4 in a row. I mean, who's even pitching today? I know we got Strickland, so it's kind of be a rough one here. I would much rather lay the plus 130 with the run line. Sure. How about, you know what? Let me pull up. Let's get, hopefully we don't freeze up here. I'm going to look at a Giant. How about Giants not to bat? And I got to say, Detroit Lenny, we've seen this is something. Again, I didn't want to just kind of jump into throwing the no bat bottom nines, but I've been doing them for myself, and they've been paying off. So that's why I've kind of added them to the chat. How about a Giants no bat bottom 9? What is that number at? Let's see. Let us see. Where is baseball here? Giants, San Francisco, all the way down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. To go to the touch screens, nice and easy. No bat bottom 9, San Fran minus 110. There you go. That should be a addition to the chat here. San Fran, I mean, I'm not doing it because it's after the fact, but minus 110. I think that is a good spot for that one there with the Giants too as well. Reds money line, yes, over. I can't disagree. The Reds are hitting everybody comes at them, and we would have hit that over yesterday if we didn't have those stupid rain and delays there. Michael B, good night. Phillies and Mets today. So Phillies and Mets last night. Okay, today you got the Reds. Yes, Mariners against Hunter Brown with Luis Castillo. I don't hate the number. Worth a shot. They have to win some of these games here. Cubbies again. Rodon making his first start laying 170. Don't love it. And the Mets. You won 5 in a row. I can't say don't take a team that's won 5 in a row and you're plus 110. Kareem, how are you today? Cleveland under today. I'm always down for a Cleveland under, yes. And I like Lynch. You see us, we got him in the chat. So under, yes. Mike Lay, hit the like button for Iggy. It doesn't cost you a thing. It doesn't. I mean, hit the like button. How hard is it? Thoughts on the Braves Tampa, Marlins Phillies. All right, we talked Braves Tampa already, and I'll bring it up again. What concerns me about the Braves short number, and again, it's switch. You're gonna see 110, be like, wow, this is easy. Well, if you bet them yesterday, you could add them at plus 109, plus 110. So the line has moved. Basically, let's be honest. Tampa's dropped 5 in a row. They have not looked good. Why wouldn't you take the Braves? They are 25-4, 19-2. We got the day off. I don't love. Still like the Braves. Tampa's still listen. I think Tampa's a good team. This could be a World Series preview for sure. Braves are just playing really well right now. That's it. What's there to say? Marlins Phillies. Again, it's a spot here. Give me the Phillies. I almost added them to the chat. They were gonna make. It was nearly a chat play. I just forgot to add them in. It is what it is. I like them. Why wouldn't you like them? Yes, they're off extra inning game, which we don't love. But Alcantara hasn't pitched well all year. Miami struggled last couple. You face the Braves, they mauled you. St. Louis, what happened there? In the Flannery game, I had Miami. I had the under. I said Flannery, excellent. Guy's been really good. Throw out a couple bad starts. The guy's giving up less than 2 runs an inning. A game, I should say, in 13 starts. Now you have the Phillies coming in, playing as good as anybody right now. I mean, 12 straight road wins. Impressive. I don't care who you're being, right? I'm always like, road faves, try to avoid. 12 in a row for them. Trevor says the Yanks stink. Yeah. The problem with the Yanks, and I don't even know if they stink or are they good. I don't understand. You have the lineup is bad. The pitching is bad. You have one pitcher, Cole. Let's see what Rondon does today. And again, you want to lay 170 with this crew. With a guy, again, I'm no rocket scientist. There is no way on God's green earth that this cat's going to come out and throw 7+ innings today off of an injury. Hasn't pitched all year. So you got a pitching staff that had Cole and then who? Guy making his first start. Sevy's been bad. Cortez has been hurting bad. Montes never pitched. Herman, they got a good game. Clark Schmidt, Brito, Vasquez they pulled up. I mean, Louis Gill, look at this rotation. And then we look at the lineup. I don't want to say they stink that bad, Trevor. I'm actually more impressed that they're 8 games over 500. How does that happen? With one pitcher and a lineup that's hitting 230 as a team or whatever heck they're hitting. Team money, Tigers, Royals, Nats. Where is Sean and what you do with them? I'm worried you bumped your head. I mean, what are you talking about, bro? Why would I be coming in here? So you think I'd be laying 160 on the road with the Blue Jays? Come on, Team Money. You put something in there, and a new person's going to think I come in here and I should be laying $2 with Gallen and 185 with Cleveland, 160 on the road with the Rangers. You know that ain't the case. What are we doing here? Bill, how can you back Talia? Maybe over in the Cubs game. You want to do Cubs over, I do not mind. Here's the thing. How do you back Talia? How do you back Rodon? I'm looking at the +1. I mean, I got a +152. It was +1. I mean, what is it down to now? What is this line right now? It is, I see a +138. I see a +140. So I already got 12 cents to me added betting them yesterday. And that's what I'm looking at. I'd rather have a 150 with against a team. Okay, talent might be bad. Rodon versus minor leaguers is one thing. What are we getting out of him as a game tonight? How far along is he coming? How far is he pitching tonight? You want to lay 170 with a Yankee team that just gave up 14. I mean, have you seen the Yankee lineup, Bill? I mean, I just talked about it. Italian's been terrible. I don't argue guys a 7 ERA. I'm not saying he's not bad. I didn't say that. I mean, he pitched here for the Yanks 2 years. Not all that great. 22-11. About a 4 ERA. I'm interested. Hold on a second. I'm going to look at last year with the Yankees at home. He was 7-2, 16 starts, 246. So not bad at home in Yankee Stadium. 2021, 3.26 ERA. Pretty good at home. So he's pitched well at Yankee Stadium in 2 years there. So I don't mind taking a bad pitcher at a good number versus a team that's, I don't know what to think of the team. All I know is they got a guy who hasn't pitched this year and will be on a pitch count. Now, again, are you taking Rodon today? Lauren, Sean, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Nice little run this week. A nice start to July. I'll take it, Lauren. Got Orioles over 8.5. Stroh's 9 and Stroh's run line. The Twins O's or game. You know, they played last week. They played a game 1-0, 2-1, and then 8-1. And yeah, the Orioles just scored a 14 spot, but before that they've had trouble scoring runs. Bailey Ober has been very good. I don't know if I could do that over 8.5. And Stroh's run line, if you're taking the Strohs, Hunter Brown on the hill, if you think they win, I'm going to say run line plus money. Sure. That game to me is a no play. I think Seattle really has to come in here and, sweep the series, take 3 out of 4. I mean, they're not sweeping. I think they lost yesterday, I believe. If memory serves. No, they won yesterday because they had a pitching change. So they got that game. And if they have any shot at trying to be in contention here, you got to win again. The run line, Houston plus 190 on the plus 190. Definitely worth a shot. I'm not going to say no to that. I'm not going to say no to a Houston plus 190 run line. Steven, 23-1 parlay hit last night. There you go. Ting Tong Chicken Dinner. After terrible 250 loss early in the week, a 23-1 cashes. There you go. Phillies, sure. Seattle, again, must-win series for them. I don't hate it, even though I just told the other guy run line. I'm not invested. I can talk good on either side there. Mets fading Darvish, 5 in a row for the Mets. I understand. Dodgers money line today. Money line minus 175. I know these are parlays. Toronto, never in doubt. Money line. I don't know if were these from yesterday? The parlay is this for today's parlay? See, now I'm confused. Because I actually kind of like the Angels today. I almost added the Angels. I heard Ross call you a Jesse Geniuses. Yeah, Ross must have been drunk this morning. I don't know why I said that. I said, never called the genius before, Ross. Bill, Glass now over 7.5 Ks, even if he gives up runs. Glass now Ks. 7.5, 11, 12, 7, 6, 6, 6, 8. I don't know, Bill. I mean, I like the Braves here, so I think they're going to get to him. And if he's out of the game in the third or fourth inning, I don't know if he gets 8 Ks to get that. Tate's great. Good to see you, Tate. I like the Twins today against the O's after the beatdown they did against the Yanks. Traveling, see a lot of love for the O's. Can you break it down? Yeah, I can break it down. Let me hit the button here. Twins, no at bat, bottom 9. It's just that simple. Irvin hasn't been that great. They played a couple dogfights in Baltimore last week. Yeah, you beat up on Sevy. Bailey Ober is not Sevy. He's having a good season. And as I said with, I see Ross and Jesse up on the Winner Circle page this morning who's watching us. Ober, Gray, Ryan, there's not a better 1, 2, 3 in baseball. There's not. You could come in here and say, well, Braves have a better record or whoever. No, there's not. Stat-wise, Twins, super starting pitching staff. They're 500 because they can't hit. Pitching edge, by far, Minnesota. We saw last week 1-0, 2-1 kind of dogfight kind of games. I thought the 8-1 game. Did the O's finally wake up? Maybe. Maybe it was just a bad pitcher. I saw them score, I think, 10 or 14 versus Luke Weaver or whatever the heck they did. Or Williamson, one of those cats they put some runs against. I'm not buying it. Twins for me. I don't want to lay 150. Run line is a plus 135 range. But again, no at bat bottom 9. Minus 115. I mean, let's go. I mean, 150 instead of 150. Sign me up. T Money. The Braves will be fine. They'll come in ready to play. T Money with the kiss of death right here. Braves will be fine. Braves will be fine. T Money. T Money. This game just turned into an 8-2 affair for Tampa Bay. Sean coming to Friday shenanigans, I see. Tongue tied in the house. Tongue tied is a member. Thank you, Tongue tied. Looking for those plus one winners. Tigers, Nats, Reds, Phillies. I agree. I told you I thought about adding the Phillies. There, I was talking to, I don't know if Anthony's going to come in today. And I'm like, there's like 13, 14 games I could have rolled out today. A bunch. I mean, you see a couple of them here in the video. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. T-Money. So I know I don't, I don't take ever plus 1.5s. Yes. Minus 150. Okay. That's what I was thinking, run line. Because even though they're a plus 110 fave, I was thinking there's no way he's going to take a plus 180, 190. Or minus, I should say, minus 190. Michael Amato, I'll take the Phillies 5-3 win. Looks like lots of wins for the chat if it happens. Go Phillies. Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked there's not more Alcantara left because he's Alcantara, but the guy's not pitched well all season. So I'm not going to run to take Miami there. And if they're not hitting like they have been or they're getting hit, their offense is a problem for me. Trade some of these young pitchers in the minors, get some bats in here, Miami. Nick, good morning. I gave 2 tennis and 1 Japanese baseball pick. Rutan Eagles over. All 3 winners last night. They were all 3 winners. Nick, I see that. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I have no idea who they are. Hopefully people tells you. I did not. I'm sorry. I don't really jump into people's soccer and especially KBO. I don't do. J-Rock. I know Higgs won't like this, but Verlander's going to get a win plus 175. I don't hate that. I mean, the Mets they won 5 in a row. Maybe they're turning on their season. We see teams win. That's why I love baseball, because teams go on streaks, win or lose, and you could come in and start making money. 175. I would rather the 175 than a plus 110. Absolutely. 175 worth a shot. That's much like my Cubby thinking here. Hey, Mets win plus 175. Yeah, if the Mets were plus 175 today, I mean, I'll be honest. I'd be like, wow, they're begging you to take the Mets. But in a spot like this, yeah. I mean, I do like San Diego a little bit more offensively than the Mets offense. But I'm not going to say no to 175. Take a great Lynch Royals under 3.5 Ks versus Indians. No, I'm going to say over, man. I think if I think the Royals are going to win, I got them for the game here in the chat. I think we're going to have a good outing from the pitcher. Now, he's not a big strikeout guy, but Cleveland kind of strikes out a bit. They don't hit. I'm going to say over. It's got to be this kind of thing, though, Tate. I don't have them in front of me, and I just closed out one of my betting windows here. What are the odds on that 3? Is it crazy juice one way or the other? Again, I think there's more ways. If I'm doing stuff like that, I need plus stuff, plus dollar daddy style. Nick, today for me, today, Twins over. No, I can't do Twins over. Moneyline Braves, sure. Cardinals, yeah, I'll do just because the White Sox, and I don't want to take St. Louis. I'm not how many times I kill St. Louis. But the Sox 3 in a row loss. I mean, I know it's Cease on the hill. This team, though, to me, off a doubleheader, 2 added problem. Again, it's tough with that. I had it circled. I just can't pull the trigger on the cards. Stros, again, either way here, I can make hay for either squad. Under Cleveland Guardians. I can do that. I'm looking for the sweep. I don't know. I mean, the Twins over, I don't think I think that's a dead in the water. T-Money. I get the Reds, but does anybody think the Brew Crew can come in and drop 10 runs? I love the Reds, but the Brew Crew is rolling. Yeah, I mean, they played the Cubs. They played some wild games versus the Cubs, back and forth games. I mean, the Reds, though, you're getting a team with the Reds who could definitely put up some runs. You got a guy for the Reds who's been unhittable so far. Again, maybe he turns into a Yuri Perez out, and the guy gives up 6 runs and gets one out in this game. Burns has been a 5-inning pitcher. Bullpen's been used up. With the Reds hit good pitching, bad pitching, mediocre pitching. We know the Reds hit. So I don't mind that. I want to see for here are you going to hit Abbott? No one's hit him yet. I'll take a shot at plus money. A team that's won 5 in a row, a team that's won 20 of 25. I'm getting plus. That's enough for me. I know. Where's J-Rock? J-Rock, no Yelich prop today? Nick, man, I had the over pit and they scored 4 runs in the first inning. Couldn't get the over. Yeah, I had the over in the chat. One of the few losers we had yesterday. I mean, would have been a good day. 6-2 is nice. Michael, I'm not seeing a line for the Giants game, but I love them in a bullpen game. They finally had a day off, so they should be rested. Who are the Rockies throwing out? Yeah. No, well, that's why there's no lineup for you. I mean, I got the Giants minus 155, run line plus 130. That is what I'm seeing on the Giant game. Total of 8. T-Money, I see Braves minus 102. Yeah, I mean, I see Braves here on a couple sites. Yeah, I see a 105, 101s. I mean, they were a plus 109 dog yesterday. Steven, I'm worried about my Mariners. Castillo is bad on the road. Yanks beat him up, and the Rays did too. Well, again, this is a spot for them. You won yesterday. Throw out his. You want to talk about splits? Overall, he's faced Houston. Did pretty good against them last year. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Brown, I like him. We got a rookie of the year on Hunter Brown. Young, decent. That being said, Mariners, and there is no turn on switch or due for a good run. Your time's running out here. You have a 4-game series versus a team ahead of you, defending champs, own the division. Win these games. If you're going to salvage your season, start this weekend. I mean, 3 out of 4 is all right, but a sweep will really help you going into the All-Star break. T-Money, Tampa won't be in the World Series. I know you're not a Tampa fan, T-Money. I know. J-Rock, Turner, over 1.5 bases. Seager, home run plus 320. For Tex, Justin Turner. And Corey Seager, homer. Seager versus our guy, huh? Trevor Williams. Not a big Trevor guy. How many home runs Trevor's given up on a season? Where is old T. Will at? Let's find some Trevor Williams. Plus 320. All right. So, on the year, 18 jacks. At home, 7. 7 and 8 games. I mean, he's good for 1. Did you pick the right guy? Michael A. Rockies, Giants over 8.5 with these terrible pitchers. Might lean over there. Giants could score 7 by themselves. I agree with that. I mean, I see an 8. What is the weather out there, Michael? Do we have a weather update for Michael B? He's in the area. I was told there's crazy winds. Are they blowing in or blowing out? J-Rock. Sox with Cease. Again, I can't take this. Sox have lost, 3 straight? You just got swept in a doubleheader. Embarrassing. No thank you to the Sox. T-Money. How do they stink? That's silly to say. You know what I'm saying? They're bad, but yet they're good because you look at the team and how bad they are. Because they're bad because you expect them to be so much better, right? Like, it's like, oh, it's the Yankees, they should be good. But they really shouldn't be if you look at the way their team's constructed and their pitching staff. So they're actually good for being a bad team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in such a quagmire with them. Like, wow, the Yankees are pretty good. Well, they're just not playing good. I don't understand. If LeMahieu hit 290 like he should, and Torres hit 275, and Stanton hit 250, and everybody hit 250 instead of 220, yeah, they'd be the Yankee team that everybody expects to win 100 games, right? Montes is healthy. Rodon was healthy. Sevy pitches like Sevy. Whether Clark or Brito or Herman pull in a decent back end kind of season, 12-10, whatever. But you're not getting that. You're getting Cole, and then it's a ragtag of misfits. You got a lineup hitting. Here's our cleanup hitter, hit a 184. This guy's hitting 213 in the 3-hole. Our leadoff hitter strikes out. We got 130 strikeouts and 6 walks. But yet they're still in the playoffs today. I don't get it. It's weird. Michael, Yanks have no shot if they make the playoffs. Judge gives them a jolt. Yeah, they don't have a shot in the playoffs because they have no pitching. You need pitching to win. Yeah, you got Cole. Where else? You got a lineup of guys who are going to strike out or bounce it to a double play. They might hit a home run, but you know what? You're not hitting a home run versus good pitchers. That's it. Good pitching is always going to win out in a short series. It does. You can club bad guys. That's why you see teams roll. Right? Look at all these wins. Chomp up the wins. You know? Another playoff team? Team that has 2-3 good starting pitchers? Yeah. That's why we can do. That's why we take these unders in these playoff games, folks. Trevor, good point, Nix. I think so, Trevor. I don't know. We'll see. They should be 15 under. You look at they've totally overachieved. But when you can club other bad pitchers and win games 8-6 and kind of get over your ugly flaws and be like, wow, look at this. We're pretty good. We just got to hang on until Judge come back. Yeah, you hang on until you're beating bad teams. Reds, like the Reds. Reds are hot, 20-5. We saw them beat last place. And again, St. Louis to me, bad team. San Diego, let's be honest, they're a bad team. You beat Colorado, a really bad team. Start playing teams that are playing well, right? Here comes Minnesota, Milwaukee against the Reds here. Good spot. Putting up a lot of runs. First place. Let's see. Are the Reds for real? Can you beat teams that are playing good? Beating bad teams to me is, talk about compiling stats. Wes likes the Phillies say, how don't you like them, Wes? 12 straight on the road. As good as any team playing right now. Reds, Braves, right? I mean, the Phillies have turned it on of late. And you got Miami. Took it on in Atlanta. Ho-hum versus the Cards. Hot Philly team. Alcantara's in Pittsburgh all year. Laid a short number. T-Money. Blue Jays are not losing, though. I get the value the Jays are starting to hit a bit. I understand they're hitting. That's why we have the over 9, too. Because much like Manoah coming up from the minors, Fado's making a first start. So, I don't love first start kind of guys. Out of all the first starters, we got Rodon first start today. Fado, Manoah come back. At least, Manoah could probably go further because he's been pitching all season long. He's just been getting shelled. I can't. They're hitting. You want to lay money on Manoah this year? I mean, that's Alek Manoah, and I love Alek Manoah. The guy's 1-7 and 13 starts. He's looked bad. Look bad. I mean, what is the team? What's the team record in his starts? I don't even know. Michael, pitchers are bad and lineups can't hit besides Judge. Yeah. I mean, LeMahieu, I ran down these stats for you guys. We do this all the time. LeMahieu was like a 290, 300. I thought he was coming to the Yanks. I'm like, this guy, I had him to win like the run title one year. I had the most runs in the league. I'm like, you got Stanton Judge behind this guy? He should score 130 runs. It should be like Ricky Henderson in 87 or 86 with Donnie Baseball and Winfield behind him driving in 140 apiece. Like, nah, comes here, let me hit 260, 250. Can't hit. Gleber, 250, 230. Stanton, 200. Donaldson. IKF, Bowers, Trevino, the bad Higgy, the Higgy who can't hit. mean, look at the lineup. McKinney. I mean, I like Bader. I do like him. I didn't want to trade Monty. Fine. You get Bader in there. I don't mind. Volpe. What's he got? 10 homers, 20 steals. I mean, he can be 25-25 this year, maybe. A 2020 player for a rookie year. I'll take it. But the lineup needs help. And I know people laugh when I said bring back Benedetti. Oh, they should have signed him before. Yeah, they should have signed him before. Why'd you let the guy walk? You need somebody who hits 290 on your team. You got enough guys who hit 205. How about a guy who hits 290? I don't know. Call me crazy. That guy maybe gets on base a bit more than your guys hitting 198. Luckily, Cubs Yanks over would be my play. The problem with, yeah, they could crush Talion, but are you betting on the Yanks to crush anybody? Okay, they scored the other day against Baltimore. How'd they do last night? Yankees over are them getting shelled or hitting? No thanks. What are you just rolling with Phillies team total form weight? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to bet it. It's easy to say, oh, you got to fade Italian. This is. Have you seen the Yankees play? They did 14 runs last night. Michael, I love everybody hates the dogs. I really like the Cubbies today. They hit lefties. They have won 3 straight. I'm getting plus 150. Means his numbers in Yankee Stadium are good the last 2 years. I mean, he's got a 3-something ERA at Yankee Stadium. I'll take it. He's been terrible this year. That's fine. I can't. There's no way I was even thinking about taking the Yanks with Rondon today. And maybe it'd be great for the Yanks. Comes out 5 scoreless, 2 hits, strikes out like 4 guys or something, 6 guys. Good. Cubs are going to strike out. I get it. How far is he going? They don't let guys pitching no hitters pitch more than 7 innings. He's got 100 pitches. Take him out of the no. The guy's a perfect game. Take him out. He's at 98 pitches. We don't want to hurt his arm. So a guy off injured list, I don't see them letting him throw a ton anyway. So the Yankees should be all cross off everybody's list. You want Yankees? What is it for no bat bottom 9? That's where I'd go with the Yanks. No bat bottom 9. Again, I'll bring up the old page here. I'll look for it for the no bat bottom 9 for the Yanks. I like the Cubbies because of the pitching matchup. As bad as Jameson has been. But to do the Yanks at that price, no thank you. Here we go. No hit bottom 9. It is at look at this. I love they try to lure these people in here. Look at this. We got a same game parlay up for everybody in this game. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Yanks are minus 110. No bottom 9 for the Yanks. No bottom 9, minus 110. You want the Yanks? That's where I'd go. Steven, people need to come to Winner Free Picks YouTube channel. Subscribe and join the club. Oh, yeah. I appreciate the sales pitch. They're going to miss out because I'm going to put NFL up there probably this weekend for you, Steve. That was yesterday. Parlay I posted. No parlay credit for today. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a second. I think these are yesterday's games. Michael I change the name of the show to Midday Money with Higgy the Genius. That'll get people in here. They'll be like crushing me every day. Mike F. It's worth putting a small unit on Oakland plus 170. Unbelievable value, and the A's usually do damage the first game of series. I don't hate it. I don't. You took 2 out of 3 from Detroit, and Boston. I'm not sold on this Boston team. I think there'll be sellers at the deadline, honestly, and I won't be shocked if they get rid of some of these pitchers on their team, maybe even a hitter or 2. Bernardo, who, he's a bullpen guy. And again, the A's are a bad team. We know this. But you can get it's 170. It was $2 last night. They were plus $2 yesterday. You can do better than 170. I see some 190. I see a couple $2 out there too. 195. Try to find a better number at 170. Take a great White Sox, no bat 9. Take a stab. I mean, I don't hate that. You're playing St. Louis, who I despise and think they're terrible. 160, better than laying a 105, I think. I mean, why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we? I don't hate that. Trevor, I took Mets under 9. I don't hate it. I don't. Padres are an under team. Mets, kind of like the Sox. Buy low, sell. Who, the Red Sox or the White Sox? I guess that's the White Sox. That's what Tater Gray was just talking about. T Money says I'm jumping on Marlins over 7. Should hit in the first 5. It's down to 7. That was an 8. It's come down a full run. I see 7.5. I see 7.5. I kind of like the over myself. J Rock says Tucker over bases. I'll do Kyle Tucker. Yes, like that guy. T Money, leaning the White Sox are playing okay even in losses. I understand. It's just tough betting a team that's 10 games under 500 or whatever heck they are, or 13 games, or 15 games. 15 games under 500. Giolito and Benedetti to the Yanks. Let's get it done. Lynn and Anderson Lynn and Roberts maybe to the White Sox, or not to the White Sox, to the Dodgers. Tied and prepared, my guy. Welcome. Hey, Sean and gentlemen, he likes the Orioles money line today. I don't have to disagree with that one. Detroit money line, yes. Mets money line. We have a Mets instead of a money line plus 110. Todd, let's go. How about a Verlander? I'm gonna write it down so I remember it, because I kind of like that. Verlander plus 175. A plus 175 for the win. So better number than a plus 110. Angels money line. I do like the Angels today. I do like them. Natties are in the chat. Yes. Oh, Pittsburgh versus Arizona. I don't hate it, right? I mean, they've lost 2 in a row. They're kind of competitive, putting up runs against the Dodgers. Gallen at home's a beast, but the Arizona Diamondbacks have lost 4 in a row, and they've just lost their rookie of the year. Too many on the Braves. Everybody's going to be on the Braves. That's why the line's moved 15 cents. Michael, I said Ruby props for Saturday. Yeah, I'll look into some Ruby props for tomorrow. I'll look into some Ruby props. Of which, as long as we're speaking about Saturday. So, All-Star break next week. Not going to do look headlines next week. I got to jump into some football stuff. I mentioned on the Win a Free Pick channel, subscriber channel, I'm going to be adding some subscriber videos, which will be NFL premium picks and some college football premium picks. But I'll be also loading up like your little previews for AFC, the East, the West, Big 10, Big 12, and college football, stuff like that, whoever. So I got to start working on those. Now, they're not going to be all loaded up next week. Obviously, I'm going to hit the books, add them. Obviously, daily, I try to put a couple things out there. So that's just a little prep. We'll do a look ahead lines on a Sunday night into All-Star weekend. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe not on a Sunday night. We'll see. I'll see how it goes there. Steven, Friday night K leader has been 31-1 has it both weeks. Wow. Okay. Verlander 24-1, Castillo over 26, Darvish 34, Manoah, Sandy 41, Gosselin 48. Canning is 65-1. Oh boy. I mean, is it wrong that I want to look at that Canning 65-1? How about Talon? A big monster 12 strikeout night or something. Big Waves, our favorite Alabama surfer. Marlins. She's going opposite everybody. Marlins against Philly. The O's. A lot of people like the O's here off of last night's big win. Play a day on the A's. I was just saying this, Big Waves. How's Boston laying this kind of number with a bullpen kind of day? Oakland's terrible. We know this. Worth a shot at plus $2. I'm not going to hate on you for that, Big Waves. T-Mike says, stay one of those days, Higgs. Either I'm a genius or I'm getting take it to the woodshed. I'm opposite everyone today. I get it. Listen, I have like 13, 14 games I want to jump on. But my Fridays, I don't lie about my Fridays in here. My last 3 Friday records, here you go. 2-8, 3-8, 2-7. You know. So you wonder why I ended up June in a swoon. Those two, and then I had a combined 2-15 Saturdays. So I'm all for days you kind of like something and you're a genius or you're getting beaten down. Believe me, I've been beaten down on 5 days in June. So I get it. So today, we're not doing it. We got a couple of the picks in the chat, a couple on the site. That's about it. Steven, Wheeler 14-1, Rodon 17. Listen, cross out Rodon. You're throwing money away. It's the guy's not. I mean, unless he strikes out the side in all 5 innings and gets 15 Ks, he's not winning. He's not winning. Now Gallen at 9-1. You're playing Pittsburgh. I get it. Burns versus the Reds. Okay. Wheeler against Miami. I'm not looking at these guys. I mean, how's Rodon 17? Dude, maybe I don't know. Maybe Boone said he's full go and Rodon's going A+ today. I don't see it. I do not see it. Really, back to these guys. How about a Sandy at 41-1? I think something's going to go crazy. Gosselin's no. Gosselin's a no. The guy pitches 5 innings a game. That's a no. I mean, Canning and Talion. Lock it in the Kings and house. Good to see you, my guy. I was about the last time. I was like, he's busy. He's busy with the little one. Life comes first. T-Money. Chat fade me 10,000%. You hit those dogs, you're going to have a huge day. And it is right before the break. Maybe that means these teams are going to break. Could be. I'm definitely not looking at unders today, right? You're going into break. Some teams maybe have already checked out. I totally get it. So it could be a tricky weekend. Tater Great says, Manoa strikeout leader plus 7 dimes. Good matchup. Is that to prove he can do something? Sprinkle it. I mean, not. I don't hate the angle of why you're doing it, right? He's pitched bad. 2 strikeouts. So the last game he pitched, he didn't get any strikeouts because he gave up 7 hits in a third of an inning. 2, 6, 5, 3, 1, 3, 7, 5, 5. The guy's striking out 4 guys a game. And even last year, he had 180 strikeouts. So it's not like he's a huge strikeout kind of machine. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. 41-1? No. Nope. No thanks on the Manoa. T-Money, I totally agree with you on the Yanks. They've honestly overachieved, right? I think they've if you look at it, they're an overachieving bunch. And they talk about like, Boone or Showalter should be fired. Boone's actually done a good job because they've overachieved. Now, if you want to say Buck is underachieved, I don't know. Those guys have been bad. And the record reflects a 220 Lindor, a 220 Alonso, Scherzer and Verlander, Carrasco and Nokatana, that no Diaz in the bullpen. Their record reflects how their players are. The Yankees' record reflects they should be so much better. How are they winning? T1, J-Rock, rather. Probably regret it, Tate, but I did Manoa and Fado each to get 5 Ks. I don't hate that. That's worth a shot. Right? Because you got the Manoa angle. I totally get it. Now, Fado, $4. I think it's worth it. Big Way, thanks for being from Jersey. Who's your team growing up? The Mets, Yanks, Sox. It was the Yanks. Always the Yanks. Always the Yankees. I was just watching. I told you I was watching Once Upon a Time in Queens, and I was watching the George Steinbrenner house Steinbrenner built. My wife was like, "When's the you remember your first game you went with your dad?" And it had to be like in I don't know 81, 83. It was. I remember one game. It was a night game versus the Royal. I know it was a Royal game. It was raining, and we were under the mezzanine. We just had a spot. We were not covered, and I don't know who won. I just remember like sitting next to my dad and then like just being on his lap, sitting there in the rain. So I had to be smaller. So I'm thinking I was probably like, 7 or 8 young. Um, Another time I remember we were just in the total Bronx. We were like totally lost. And my dad had a 72 Volkswagen Beetle convertible. That's what he had. And of course he has a top down because my dad loved to tan. He was always at the shore or in the backyard tanning. So we're in like the Bronx in this little white Beetle top down. And people are like looking at us. And I remember dad's like, yelled to one guy, he's like, "Hey man, where do I get back to Jersey?" The guy's like, "Jersey?" He was like, "Go back to Yankee Stadium, hang a left up here." I don't know who that was against. I don't know if we were going or coming from that game. I just remember we're just and late eight. I mean, it was terrible down. It was like burned out. Like New York was a freaking dump in the '80s, early '80s. And I don't know who that was against. I remember the Royal game at night. I went to a lot of Yankees games in the '90s, early '90s, bad Yankee teams, '92, '93, '94, all the time. I go to Yankee games with my buddy Matt. Sometimes we bring the rhubarb with us. That was our friend Kevin, called him the rhubarb. He was like 6'6" string beam. We should have probably called him string beam. We just called him rhubarb. And we'd go, and I remember we'd go to or I'd go, because I was the only guy who worked. And I'd go to it was a record store, and you could buy, they had Ticketmaster. I'd buy 3 tickets, first base side, then I'd get the third base side. Because they started jacking up the first base side. I don't know why Yanks were bad in '93. I want to see him like Melito Perez and Jim Abbott, you know. But I get like 4th or 5th row up on either side. The tickets were like $11.50, so I'd buy 3 tickets. We'd go over. It's great, a lot of games. Then all of a sudden they started getting good, and then those tickets went from $100 or $11 like $100 overnight. I'm like, ridiculous. Red Sox never. I don't like anything Red Sox. Nothing Boston. I hate Boston. I won't even have and I like New England clam chowder. I refuse to eat the clam chowder now. I'll have to stick with the red Manhattan. And even then I feel bad because it's red. I despise the Red Sox almost as much as Philly. J-Rock, no Yelk today. Lefty on lefty. Abbott's been good. Oh, no Abbott today. Michael, off topic. The Philly Rays crowd last night was embarrassing. Seemed like 70% Phillies fans. Stadium's empty, far to so. Yeah. And that's why I say, give me contraction. Contract these teams. Miami Marlins, Florida, Tampa Bay Rays, Colorado Rockies, Oakland A's. Listen, Pitt might be a good town. Get rid of Pitt. They're not good. They're not good. They haven't been good. I don't care they're having a decent season. No. Washington Nationals. No. I mean, you can get rid of 6 teams. They want to go, we got to put a team in Austin. We got to put a team in Tennessee. No, you need less teams. The pitching is brutal. Less teams, please. Same with the NBA. Less is more sometimes. I know you need your money, but you know what? You go less teams, you'll have a better product on the field all around. You want your parity, you'll get it with less teams and when teams have pitchers. All right? The minor league systems will be better. More people go to those games. Same with the NBA. Your minor league teams will be better. Developmental leagues will be better. Team money. Once I'm done work, I'll look into things more. I'm trying to find which game will be a beatdown. Right now, I'm thinking the Jays or the Rangers will win big today. I'm not betting on the Rangers today. And how do you bet on the Jays? All right, the Jays might hit. I mean, I don't know if it's a beatdown. A beatdown for them better be like 18-8 because they got a pitcher who could give up 10 runs. Give up 7 runs in a third of an inning. Nathan, I agree. Phillies bats have truly woken. Yeah, they're playing well. And that's why we grabbed this streaking teams. Team Money, if I send a message, it doesn't make sense. I apologize. I'm working. It's hot as sin. Drinking my smoothies. Get to work, bro. I'm a firm believer of work. Get your work done and then relax after the fact. It's a podcast, Team Money. You can listen after. There's no day games today. Steven, A's and Yanks hit blindfold yesterday. The A's, though, are a bad team. Yeah, they scored, 12 runs the other night? They scored 1. They had 2 hits the game before that. A's are just a bad team. We thought the A's would be the bad team. That's not a shocker. The Yankees, honestly, it's not a shock to me when I look at the lineup. I mean, you know this from beginning of the year. Anybody's watched the show. Nathan, Cubbies high octane offense. I like the Cubbies offense. That's why I have Cubbies to win the Central and Cubbies to go over their win total. It's yet to transpire. I have my Steele. I got my Stroman's pitch well. Smiley, Hendricks, and Talion haven't really whatever, but I like the lineup. Daryl Turner, opinion on Sox. So I can't lay 220 with the Sox. No, I'm just saying how bad the Oakland is. I have to take Oakland at that price. There's no way I'm the Red Sox. No, thank you. No thanks. How about I don't know what it is, a Red Sox. Let me pull it up. There's some more hitchhikers. Pick them up. Anybody? That's a little Dumb and Dumber. Red Sox. Let's see. No bottom 9. What do we got here? Load up, fellas. Load up. Not loading. Are we going to freeze here on the page? Because it's... Did I get timed out? Oh. Here we go. All right, there we go. Red Sox no hit, bottom 9, 145. Listen, a lot better than a 220 with the Sox. Dodgers, I actually like the Angels today with Canning. I know they've dropped 3 in a row, and it's not where I want to go, but something, I don't know. I would lean there. I didn't bet it. And if you like the Dodgers, again, 175 for me is too much. Run line is a plus 110. There you go. Rangers, no. I mean, we have the Nats in the chat today. I think Washington wins 143. Sign me up the Nats. Sign me up on the Nats. Braves. The whole world would be on the Braves. Could be a disaster in the making. 19-2 and 25-4. They were plus money last night. Sure. Tampa Bay's lost 5 in a row. I'm not running to bet Tampa Bay. I see a lot of dogs today. I have a lot of dogs. In the chat, we have Detroit, we got the Cubbies, we got the Nats, we got the Reds, we got KC. Do I think dogs will win today? Tigers, no bottom 9. Cubbies, Nats, Reds, Royals. Yes, I think we'll get some dogs today. Talion revenge. I'm hoping. Volpe hits, but only versus lefties. Got a feeling Rizzo homer say plus 310, no value. I don't know if that's no value. 3-1 odds on a guy who's hitting 250. He was hitting 330 at one point. Michael A. Baseball has become a bad product because it's oversaturated analytics for every stinking part. Play your best players, always pitchers. And really, like I said, I was watching the Mets 30 for 30 once upon a time in America, once upon a time in Queens. And the guy's like, we never would have beat Houston that game because they sent in Lenny Dykstra to face a lefty. Right? Analytics say that would have never happened. Doc Gooden giving up one, or did he give it? No. Nolan Ryan gave up one hit. It was a home run. He was losing 1-0. They would have pulled that guy out. He pitched 10 innings. Doc Gooden had to give up 6 hits. He was pitched 10 innings. Never today. You'll never see that. The analytics guys. Sometimes, don't get me started. Team Money. What is this Red Sox team? I can't tell if they're good or not. No, Red Sox are bad. They're bad. Red Sox are a bad team. They win 6 or lose 5. They're bad. They're not a good team. Not a good team at all. No pitching. Team Money. I see 8-205. They either win or lose by 10. Yeah. At that price, as I mentioned, I'm not a huge Red Sox guy. It's a bullpen day for them. Now, do I want to bet the A's? Not really. If I did, I would have put them in the chat. I didn't like them enough to put them in the chat. Do I want to bet the Red Sox? No. I mean, I don't even want to do a 145 no bat bottom 9. Have $1 on Red Sox run line. Well, I mean, Red Sox run line minus 120. Again, here's a spot where the no bat bottom 9, lay a 145. That way, if they win 5-4, it's still a win, and they're not losing $20 on the juice on a run line. Steven says, I see the A's money line. My book's 205. T Money says, Marlins, I see 7 at minus 120. Here we go. It's down a whole run. See, Bowman, Marlins Philly at 7 makes sense because of the matchup, because the books still believe in Sandy. That's exactly why that's at. We got a horse. J-Rock coming in. Delaware Park, race 6. The number 2 horse, Center Zuliano. 10-1. Is that a beer? Or is that orange juice for the horse? What is that? Tamu says parlay in Texas, Boston at plus 120. So you're going Rangers versus the Nats, who dropped 4 in a row, and you're taking Boston. See, I think you could do something better than a plus 120 today. You know, like, I don't know. Texas 155, Boston 220. Like, why not Minnesota at 150? You could do Minnesota. I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't like Texas in this spot. I don't, honestly. I just, for whatever reason. See, the 120 parlay just doesn't seem. At least it's a 2-teamer to Moose. You know, Tommy, what I say. Best way to go 3-1 to 14 parlay. 2-teamers, I don't hate. I mean, it's all right. I get it. Michael, I've been so entrenched in baseball plays. When does NFL training camp starts? Should have started already. I mean, we got a game in a month. We got Jets Cleveland in a month. I can't wait till somebody comes in and wants to bet some player props in the Hall of Fame game. That'll be fun. T-Money, 65-1. Wow, bet it just because. Right? I mean, I think it's worth a shot. T-Money, showing love how we both said 65-1. Yeah, I think it's fine. Play it A, Phillies, Nathan. Cerna. You name brand up a game. I got to mark it down. And I do like the Phillies here. Where's the meat man at? Yeah, no Jess today. Where is he? He might be grilling. It's dinner time. Rendon. No. I wouldn't touch Rendon prop. He could get pulled in front. Seriously. I mean, unless I miss Boone saying he's full go and he can go complete game if we want to. I'm assuming he's on a pitch count because they don't want him to get hurt. Michael A. Yanks, you would think would be exactly where the Padres record is, the way the team is constructed and overall stats are made. Yeah. Or worse. Let's be honest, they should be worse than probably San Diego. And they're not. Fade Fideo for Detroit, says Nathan. Like still in Jersey? I'm out of Jersey. I moved from the dirty Jers. King D. Hey, super busy, traveling, a little one getting bigger. It's definitely busy. Yeah. Listen, have fun while you can with the little ones, man. Because when they get big, like someone's like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. Daryl, opinion on O's Twins over total. I like the under in that game. Ober's been pitching really well. Now, again, I won't say, well, last week they played, it was this, but it was 2-1, 1-0, and 8-1. I threw out the 8-1 game. Twins can't hit that much. Good pitcher on the hill. They don't hit lefties. I know Cole Irvin's been bad. Under for me, the 8.5. King D, I have to start my own Notes College Football. Yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing this weekend and next week. J-Rock had a tall, skinny friend growing up. We called him Spaghetti. Yeah, he was the rhubarb for whatever reason. I don't know why. T-Money. My kids' mom's family aren't from Mass, and they live in Mass, but they aren't allowed to be Red Sox fans, so they get turned into Yankee fans. I despise the Red Sox, even though I do have love for Big Papi. I got steroid guy, Big Papi. He gets in. He can be a steroid guy, gets in because he's got a big smile and people like him. Bonds, Kent, A-Rod, Clemens, no goes because they got personalities. Cubbies plus 145. I'm with you, Nathan. Corey Jones, my guy Corey. I'll say this every time Corey checks in. My first comment in Midday Money ever a couple years ago was Corey Jones. Nobody's on Tampa Bay today. Everybody loves Atlanta. Take that for what it's worth. Michael A. Vegas another bad time for sports. Who's going to go see the A's? Here's the thing with this. You're going to get fans to those. You see how they flock to the Knights games. No matter what, if you're in Vegas, you're going to go to a game. You're visiting. I go to Vegas every summer. If I'm there and the A's were playing, I'd go to a game. What else I got going on? I'm not sitting at a table playing craps. I'll go to a game. I might go to a game while I'm out there this week. Maybe I'll go to an Aviators game or something. Jimmy J might even start the season. Is that I got to dig in? He's got foot issues already. Gucci Garoppolo. Vegas built a multi-billion dollar for the Raiders. Come on. Well, they better build one. You got the money for it. And listen, they get the fans out there, Mike Furter. Let's be honest. The Knights and Raiders put people going to the stadium for their team. Now, is it Cali people flying in for the Raiders? Possibly. I wouldn't be shocked you get half those fans are from out of state. That wouldn't surprise me. And the A's, who knows what you're going to get? Will they embrace them? Will they still be the Oakland A's? Will they be the who knows? I think they need a total rebrand. J-Rock, where's the last 7 days? 125, no homers, 8 Ks. Yeah, I'm not. Again, here comes Donaldson, 13 hits and 90 at-bats, minor homers. Talk about it or nothing. He's terrible. Terrible. J-Rock, Wheeler and Sandy, 5 Ks each, 105. I don't hate that one. Look headlines tonight. Yes, Michael, genius. Stop at that. I have to ban you. J-Rock, Hicks, you're right. My kids, big night, don't want to go anywhere. Really? I get it. I was a teen. I didn't want to go to a stupid trip with my parents. Like, what are we talking about? Come on. I'm going to stay home, play with my friends. Steven, Phillies, Marlins, Nerfy taking over plus 122. I don't hate it. Opinions on the Reds under. I'm going to say no to that. As good as Abbott's been pitching, the Reds have been hitting. Reds bullpen still look questionable. Milwaukee's hitting a little bit. Their bullpen is in shambles after the Cubby series. Over or nothing. Again, definitely not an under. No opinion for me on that under. No way. All right. We're out of here. An hour deep. Those of you on P&P, be sure to check out Win the Free Picks page. Same with if you're watching on the Sean Higgs channel. Come on over to Win the Free Picks. Say hello. Football coming up pretty soon. I'll be back for Look Headlines tonight.